Hi, I'm Saad. So let's talk about the subject I took about that now. So basically, I was determined that I want to do bachelor in computer science. Why I wanted to do that? I was so inspired by different tech entrepreneurs in my country, and also different global tech entrepreneurs. So as I was so inspired by them, uh, that's why I decided, I think from my high school, or after my high school, I decided that okay, if I'm doing my bachelor, I'm gonna do my bachelor in computer science. So about computer science, I decided about that. But when doing bachelor in computer science, you have a different specialization. So I didn't decide about my specialization back then, and I had only one thing in my mind, which is like, in computer science, whenever you see anyone, you see someone is doing in software engineering. Finally, when I got the time to decide about, okay, I'm gonna do bachelor in computer science, but which field I'm gonna actually go into, like what specialization I'm gonna take. When I started researching about that, I remember that was just I think before I decided about the country, and I also decided about the university I'm gonna go. I also I was researching about that. And when I did the research, I found out that at that time everyone is saying, okay, software engineering is gonna die soon because AI just started. I was doing the research in I think at the beginning of 2023. ChatGPT just came to the market, I think during November 2022. So that's why people started talking about the capability and the capacity of AI is gonna have soon in the market. So I started getting into the deep of what should I take as a subject. Okay, so let me pause and then show you so now I'm in front of DDC basically. So in front of DDC we have a very large area, and then the main DDC building. DDC is so nice from outside and inside, so beautiful. And then beside DDC, just opposite of DDC, we have the logo sign, and logo mark. This is a very how to say, interesting place, because every new year we change the logo. The 26 to 27 or 25 to 26, and everyone gathers here when it's being changed around 12 a.m. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue talking now. So people started talking about that AI is gonna take over everything, or AI is gonna disrupt the computer science market, and also software engineering. That's why I was thinking, okay, if I'm going for computer science, which field I should go, and I researched about that. And so I was researching, okay, in computer science field, what are the subjects are gonna be in the demand for the next few years. And then I got to know about cybersecurity. And when I researched more about cybersecurity particularly, the cybersecurity is basically under computer system and network industry. And computer system and in computer networking industry, cybersecurity is a very niche part. So when I researched more about that, and I think based on what was available back then in 2023 on the internet, everyone was saying that okay, cybersecurity will blow up. There will be huge demand because the cyberspace will gonna be more vulnerable because of the capability of AI. Like back then, the hackers, they used to write the code and scripts by themselves, but now they're gonna use different AI tools to those things. So it's gonna be more easy to exploit the system, or make the system more vulnerable. It's gonna be easy for the hackers and for the people who are involved with this kind of stuff. That's why everyone is saying, okay, cybersecurity, this is gonna be very high, in the very high demand industry. It's gonna be a very high demanding industry. And when I got to know and I read more about that, and I also kind of, you know, started making my mind that okay, I'm gonna do my bachelor in computer science field, and inside the computer science field for my specialization and picking as a very niche area, I'm gonna go for cybersecurity in the future. That was my understanding back then. Yeah, so when I also decided about the subject, I also researched that okay, is cybersecurity related subject available in UM? And I found out that okay, UM doesn't have direct bachelor of, you know, cybersecurity like UTM. UTM they have, you know, bachelor of cybersecurity as far as I remember, but UM doesn't have. In UM we have bachelor of computer science, and under bachelor of computer science we have bachelor of bachelor of computer science, and the program is computer system and network. That's what UM has. So I was thinking okay, it's fine, because I go for bachelor computer system and network, and then as it is in the, you know, inside the networking industry, so and then I switch and I learned more about, you know, cybersecurity, or if possible I do masters in cybersecurity. I didn't want to go to UTM. Yeah, I can also, you know, say why. Even though UTM they had bachelor of cybersecurity directly, which UM doesn't have, still I didn't want to go for UTM, because back then in 2023 UTM was not in the, you know, top 100, you know, ranked university list. QS, you know, could be QS ranking or could be, you know, Times Higher Education. UTM was not in the top 100 list. UM was there. That's why even though UM doesn't had, you know, direct bachelor of cybersecurity, I decided about UM that okay, even though UM doesn't have, but UM is highly ranked. I mean, based on my condition, they are in the top 100 list. So, you know, I'm gonna just go for UM, and I will take computer system and, you know, network program under the bachelor of computer science, you know, scheme. So basically that's how I, you know, decided about my course. That's how I decided about the field I'm gonna go and the specialization area I will do my bachelor in. And in the next video I will also talk about one other perspective based on what I actually, you know, what are the other things I also considered when I was choosing my subject, which is, you know, computer system and network. So that's all for this video. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.